Next step, writing follow-ups for leads that have positively responded and now need to join a follow-up sequence. I'm also going to show you, by the way, after we launch the campaigns, where to set these up. But because it's very relevant to copywriting, I wanted to bring it up right now because it's going to be important later on. So I'm actually going to do another live copywriting session. Going to keep this one way shorter than the previous one, but some basic things for solid follow-ups, right? Solid follow-ups, how to get them into your Smarty campaigns. First of all, let me actually zoom in. You need to have anywhere from 6 to 12 follow-ups, and you need to time them in a way where you cover 1 to 2 months. So just send a few follow-ups per week. Don't be extremely annoying about this. It's all good. Just time them out over a longer time horizon, because it's more likely an issue of timing than it is of, let's say, just pure malicious intent of ignoring your emails. So just time them out. It's going to be awesome. And then next very important step is providing actual materials and sales assets. And I read this all the time, by the way. If you're on Twitter, you're gonna notice this as well. People are gonna talk about sales decks and gamma docs and this and that, and they're gonna write down a list like I did right here. Just provide case studies, provide YouTube videos, provide gamma docs. What does that mean? So what's a case study, right? What's a case study? You basically show like who's the client, what challenges did they have, what did you implement to solve said challenges, what happened, e.g. results, right? That's a case study. You don't need an extra website for this. You don't need an extra landing page for this. Just create a gamma doc, create the headlines, and then write below the headlines whatever you did for that specific point that I just wrote, right? That's a case study. If you don't have any case studies yet, which is perfectly fine, you can use your own stuff. So for myself, right? I run cold email campaigns for myself because I do cold email. So it would make sense that I do cold email for myself as well, right? It just makes sense. If you're in a content agency and you have zero content out there, it's going to be very hard to get anyone convinced that you're an actual content agency. So what you can do is you can make content for yourself and then use the results that you got from your content to write a case study about. That's your first case study. And you can do that for multiple campaigns. That's perfectly fine. You're always solving different challenges, different problems, and you're always implementing something slightly different, and you always get some results, right? So that's a way to get case studies instantly. So that's great. Next up, YouTube videos. Just show your competency. How-to videos. You can talk about concepts. You can talk about objections that your ideal prospect would have in mind. Remember the niche finder AI prompt. It's going to tell you the most common objections for a certain offer. If you don't know what the most common objections for your offer in chronological order are, use Claude AI to find that out. This is pretty easy. Find that out. I always have a list with me on my phone with all the different objections formulated as questions on my phone. Always as a list. I always have them with me. So if I want to write a tweet, I look at these most common objections, I write a tweet that solves one of those or multiple or all of them and post it. This is how I generate content, a lot of it, right? Gamma docs, same thing. Find an objection, make a gamma doc, show it. Make an how-to gamma doc. The best combination of all of them is creating the gamma doc and then making a YouTube video out of it. It's awesome. You can do how-tos, you can explain concepts, you can handle objections, you can do so many things. So do this, get content out there, because content is a huge part of cold email. No one wants to believe this, most people just cope. They just want to have like the easy way. Just give me the script, give me the prospectus. I'm gonna send it out, and I'm gonna blast out 20 million emails a day, and I'm gonna get 20% response rates because I'm awesome. No, you're not. Because the first thing a lead does the moment they open your email is literally they look up your name, they copy paste it, and then they Google your name, and they don't find anything. So you're not a real person anymore. So your interesting offer is not so interesting after all. That's the sad reality for 80, probably 99% of cold emailers. I shit you not. This is literally the case. You don't know how much of a how much of a reply rate boost I got just because of the fact that my name is Googleable. That's a word, by the way. I just invented that. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. With your follow-ups, not only should you provide actual materials so that they can see that you're real and you actually know your stuff, be creative. You don't always have to use the same script asking for the exact same meeting all the time. And I'm going to show you how we can do that. So, spontaneous one. Let's see how this goes. First follow-up, right? Follow-up number one. Let me actually copy paste this for a few times. Alright, so we have a few ones. Let's see. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5. Let's keep it short, right? Okay, follow-up number 1. Hey X, have you seen my previous email? Wanted to show you how we can implement this system for you. Here is a quick rundown of it. Link to the system/gammadog. Like this. This is a full rundown of my email systems. Full rundown. Great sales asset. Just shows like that you know your stuff. So this is awesome. So you can use this. That's the first one, right? Next one. You had a chance to view my cold email blueprint. We have this offer where we implement all of it, implement the exact system that can get you 5 to 20 meetings per month for free. You only cover infra costs and get to keep the systems. Wanna have a quick chat about this? About that? Great. Follow-up number 2 is done. Follow-up number 3. Are you receiving these emails, friends? Then we could do something funny like, I like this one. Actual German, look at me. I, and then a finger. Is this right? Yes, this is right. Yes, perfect. Here's my most recent YouTube video going over how we 15x'd our results using our system. Leads inflow using our system. Link to YouTube video. Follow-up number 5. Come up with something. What else do we have? I could use case study right now. Here is another video going over the case study we made with one of my customers. Link to it. Pretty confident we can set you up to do the same. Let me know if you I'd be available this week to shed more light on how that could work how we could make that work for you. Let me know. John. Thanks, John. Yes, something like this. Great. 5 follow-ups, easy to use, easy to come up with. Now you see, I use my materials because I have materials. So if you don't have any materials yet, jump on board, create materials. You only need Loom, you only need Gamma Docs, and that's it. That's literally it. Just jump on the bandwagon. I know it's uncomfortable, but just do it. You just have to do it. You literally have to do it. If you want to make this, like, if you want to make cold emails an actual stable lead generation machine, just produce content, because everyone else is not producing content. You could be one of the few that actually produces content. So be in that group, right? Enjoy. See you in the next one.